so we're going to give you 5 easy tips for your writerly summer to help you thrive and survive, basically.
And stay on track.
Exactly.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Okay, tip number 2, waterproof phone case, because you know you're going to want to have your phone everywhere in case your agent calls or your editor calls and tell you you've made the Times list, or you want to obsessively check your rankings. So waterproof cases are all important.
And because we know we can't do without Twitter, people. I mean, I need to know what's going on all the time. Unfortunately, it sounds bad, but even by the pool, I want to know.
Absolutely.
All right, so tip number 3, you need a room with a door, big time, because the kids are home and they're just going to bother the crud out of you.
Yeah, and there's no teaching kids that writing time is sacred, because they'll burst through even the door sometimes and say, oh, we didn't know you were writing. So also maybe a sign on that door that you can say, writing in progress, do not disturb. You might want to leave off the on penalty of death part, but make sure that it's understood, and that's important.
Yeah, and maybe a cafe to escape to, because there's kids and then there's husbands, and both of them tend to interrupt you.
Absolutely. Tip number 4. Look, I can still count. Rule number 4, because I can still count. Oh, glittery skull ring. Apropos of nothing at all. Make sure that you have a no glare reader, because when you're out in that sunshine soaking up the vitamin D, you're going to want to be able to read without hurting your eyes and going blind later on. And make sure that you have plenty of reading material on there.
Yeah, like our books.
Absolutely.
Okay, so tip number 5 is that you have vacation plans. You need to get out of your house. I'm sure you've been in there all year. It's time to get out and meet some people and rub some elbows with people who are not in the writer world, on Twitter and the computer. See some real people, do some real things, and get yourself some inspiration.
Yeah, remember how to communicate from person to person. Also, flights can be wonderful for getting things done because you're a captive audience. And really, unless you're entertaining your kids, which you're going to be doing for some of the time, but they also will fall asleep. And I sound like I'm horribly anti-kid here, and that's not what I'm saying. Maybe we should start this one over. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, look, no. Be shameless. I'm anti-kid sometimes. I love my kids, but after 24/7, I'm sort of anti-kid by August.
And I love mine, but he's all anime and video games all the time, and sometimes I feel like I need a person-to-teen translate, and nobody makes those, or maybe they do. Leave a message below if you know of a good one.
Absolutely, because I'm about to hit that same period of time, and I'm scared. I'm really scared. Okay, so those are our tips to have a great summer as a writer.
A great and productive summer, and we hope you all do, and that you'll keep in touch, because we will.
Yep, see you later.